Happy Friday, everyone. And sorry, it took me a little minute. Oh, did I turn my microphone on? Okay, yes. Just getting everything settled after being off yesterday. And wanted to let you know the latest on Beryl hasn't changed. There's an 8 o'clock intermediate advisory that usually comes out if there's imminent threat to land. But we're waiting for that 11 o'clock update to see if Beryl has strengthened. And right now, Hurricane Beryl, Saturday, 3 o'clock, so almost 24 hours from now, 90-mile-per-hour winds. There is little doubt in my mind that it may strengthen into a Category 2 Saturday into Sunday, but it will most likely start to lose its strength as it heads toward land, though there are some tropical storm watches already in place for St. Martin, Guadeloupe, St. Martinique, and another island that is in that area. And then as we head into the work week, it's going to be the track now, south of Puerto Rico at a very strong tropical storm, and it may interact with land from Jamaica to Cuba, and that's what we want, before we know whether it's going to hit the Gulf of Mexico. So yes, it's going to weaken, but next work week, that's when it may be interesting as far as wind shear tearing it completely apart. We know it tears it apart from the time it makes it past the Lesser Antilles into the Western Caribbean, but will it die down? This has happened before. Will it kind of become an open wave and then re-strengthen? It's yet to be seen, but at this point in time, it is not a threat to U.S. land. Now, something is closer than that, and that's Tropical Depression 3. And let's see here. Come on. Nope, not going to happen. There we go. This is a mess, all right? So Tropical Depression 3, pretty much off the Carolina coastline. And this is the official track as it goes, boo, la, 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 la. And then it'll get picked up by a trough of another trough, which is actually a cold front. And that will help it swing off into the Atlantic. Now, it may impact, if it does meander a little bit closer to us, it may impact our tides as far as rip tides, not our actual tides, rip currents. But right now, rip currents are looking good, and it may be named Chris, but Chris is not a threat to us pretty much at all. Maybe indirect threat as far as rip currents, but not a threat. Watching some showers dissipate in Sylvania toward Newington, the Millen area, and this little cluster right here in very western Emmanuel County and in Soperton. That's the last storm. That's actually due to the cold front that we're tracking that's well to the north of us. Let's talk about our severe weather look for tomorrow. Thunderstorms, but with all the heat and humidity and colliding with that cold front, it's a slow mover from the south. It's pretty much right along North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina border. That could produce a lot of rain, and we saw a lot of rain today in Chatham County, really in the city. And so we'll go hour by hour for you. And everybody starts off dry. So when you see that 60% chance of rain, I don't want you to think that it's a complete washout. Look at that. People are asking me already, can I go to the beach tomorrow? Absolutely. From Jekyll, St. Simons, all the way up to Hunting Island, you're good to go. And as always in the summertime, you're good to go in the morning, and then we have to track some showers. Notice right now that everything is pretty much developing north of I-16 because of that front, okay? So showers start to build. We also see the influence of the sea breeze. 2 o'clock, not too impressive. More showers to the north of I-16, and that'll continue at 4 o'clock. So that you're thinking, all right, that doesn't look like 60% to me. But then we start to see a lot of moisture here, and that's from Hampton County, Scriven. This is a close call right here, so it's just outside our viewing area at 8 o'clock. But take a look at 9:30. You could talk about some heavy rainfall throughout the Statesboro area, throughout the Screven County area, and into the Tatnall, the Candler County, and Emmanuel County until midnight. Sunday, we could see some overnight showers continue to stream in. So for the most part tomorrow, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good for the morning. By 2 o'clock, a 50% chance of showers and storms. And then 5 o'clock into the late evening hours, we'll track those showers and storms as well. Cloud coverage tomorrow may inhibit some of that daytime heating. So 91 in Jessup sounds lovely. 90 in Savannah sounds great as well. 90 in Reedsville and 87 Beaufort and Hilton Head. So before I get to the 7-day, I am going to go ahead and check in and say hey to everyone and see who's joined us for this. And hopefully everybody is enjoying. We got 94 people watching on a Friday. That's fantastic. Barbara Ann Conley, English. Michael Voisin, is that how you say it? Joie Jessica Lynn, Edna Gooley, how are you? Misty Bolton, how are you? Kenny Wands, how are you? Desiree Lester, Clarissa Brock, Sharon Cornwell, Angela Robinson, Becky Sands, hello, Panethia Turner, Danielle Deloach Rowan, Tammy Gallimore, Tiffany Farley, Ankit Patel, Rhonda Dial Bridges, hello to you too. And I'm going to do one more as one more try to pops up here. Then Becky Sands, hello from Hardyville. Fantastic. So we go to our 7-day, and I just want to let you know, sunshine will be the call for most of us tomorrow, okay? It's going to be afternoon and late evening storms because of the cold front clashing with our heat and humidity. 90 doesn't sound too hot, but it will feel almost like the triple digits for most of us across the coastal empire and low country. Sunday, I need to put a little bit more cloud coverage here as that front pushes through. In fact, I'm going to let you marinate on the 7-day for a second. I'm going to stop this, and I'm actually going to go hour by hour for you on Sunday as well. So just kind of soak that in. And let me go ahead and take this all the way out to Sunday. Okay, so we're going to play that. All right, so let's go ahead. Are we playing that? Are we playing that, Jamie? We are not playing that. Here we go. So most of us are dry except for a thunderstorm that is in Western Emmanuel and Soperton area right now. Saturday, we start off dry. Okay, let's focus on the weekend. Looking good for the beaches up and down the Carolinas into the Golden Isles. By 12 o'clock, showers, clouds at least start to build, and some of these may drop a few sprinkles. Much like this morning, I went for a late morning run. At noontime, sunshine was on the left-hand side of the street, and on my right hand, I was getting some towering cumulonimbus and some sprinkles. So that will be most likely happening for some cities in the coastal empire and low country around lunchtime. We get a little bit of a break, all right? The clouds start to build. Some of these don't look impressive, but this afternoon we had a lot of rainfall in a little amount of time, so that's possible as early as 2:30. Into the 4 o'clock hour, yes, that's the sea breeze coming in. And then this stuff right here, that is most likely due to that clash of the cold front moving in. Now, the timing of it, I'm not going to make it out of our viewing area completely, but if you're north of I-16, this could be you, okay, at 8 o'clock. So think about that when making your plans. And the coast looks clear. These showers and storms will linger late into the evening, but by midnight should be pushing off to the west, okay? Then we head into early Sunday. Showers continue to stream in. We get a break, and then more showers develop all across the coastal empire and low country as that front kind of stalls out right around Jessup, I would say, in the late Sunday evening. And that's what's going to linger our chances for Monday, and then it pushes out completely, and our 7-day forecast looks hot next week and mostly dry, so that's great. So once again, here are our forecast highs, and back to the 7-day, and let me take some more questions. Well, Amber, technically it's a cold front because it's a difference between air masses. So you have drier air mass to the north, and that's going to collide with our moist air mass that's in place over the coastal empire and low country. It's a technical term. I'm sorry. I gonna change it. It's called a cold front. Oh, checking in from Guyton. How you doing? Listen, if you've been watching weather since Pat, it's a cold front, okay? It's just, it is what it is. Wish those numbers were flipped around. I'd be happy. All right. Sorry. I do appreciate that comment. Steven, it's fine. Hey, are you getting ready for the cold front early with your light jacket? Woo! Deidre's got jokes. You come in this studio, it is cold. It is cold in here. They keep it at 69 to 70, and that's when I go home and put my jammies and my fluffy socks and my sweatshirt on and roam around the house. Yeah, that's what I wear at home. So this is just a little comfort factor that I have because I freeze my tuchus off from 7:30 until the newscast. So I just thought I'd keep it cash tonight, and it's Friday. Okay. Thanks. Looks like raindrops keep falling on my head. Because it's chilly in here, Steven. It is. It is. She probably had to rush to get here. I don't know what that means. It's cool. Yeah, I'm keeping, you go, y'all write the National Weather Service and say, I would like to change the terminology of everything that's ever been established in meteorology, and we'll have, you can have an open dialogue with that. It's technically a cold front. I get it. I understand. Y'all have got jokes tonight. Love it. Checking in from Chicago, Illinois. Too cold up here. Yeah, too cold. You were having a heat wave. Watching from Beaufort, South Carolina. Hi, Tiffany Ross. So, if anybody doesn't have any more questions or jokes, we will definitely, hopefully, see you at 11. And in the meantime, the weather doesn't look severe tomorrow, but we could have some strong storms, drop a lot of rain in a little amount of time. I'm going back to what could be Chris, this area of low pressure. It's got a long time. It's just going to sit and spin its wheels in the Atlantic. It's a little too close for comfort, I have to admit. But every steering mechanism, our cold front that's coming in, that's what's going to help. See that? This is the leading edge of that cold front right here. You can see the clouds pushing through. That's going to help keep this off our coast. So yay to the cold front for that, okay? And then another front will help push it completely out into the Atlantic. 63 degrees. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. You were under a heat wave, so that's awesome. And one more time for Beryl. So Beryl, we'll watch it, we'll track it, we'll post about it. It will lose its strength. Upper level wind shear will really tear it apart as we head into late Sunday into Monday. That's good news for Puerto Rico. That's awesome, though they are preparing because they are, this is the mean, you would say, but there is an uncertainty. That's why it's the cone of uncertainty. It could go this way, it could go that way. So they are still in that cone, and that's why they're still preparing. I hope that for at least more disruptive of the hurricane, of the tropical storm, it interacts with land a little bit more than not. I do not want it to go between Jamaica and Cuba. Just because that means it's just open in warmer waters for a longer amount of time. Because next week, honestly, we don't know what's going to happen later next week. It could hit Cancun, and that's fine too. Interact with the waters are really warm. Okay, once it gets past that point. Just my take on it. But right now, we're good. Okay. Please let me know so I can hurry up back and get home. I don't know what? Sorry. You brought a lot of comfort. Thank you. The jacket's for the cold front. All right. I will see you guys. Ozzy Sanderson, send me a note on my personal page. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding your question. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you join us for the news at 11. Good night.